It's Late Night Whispers on His Gorgeous Radio, and I'm Sunshine. And today I have a fantastic player right now, but he's going to talk a little bit about his book. I'm going to let him play a little bit, and then when he stops, we can get his info.
Indigenous people of this land once told a story. That this world could eat on a tree over on the Merlin eastern shore. Travel all the way to California before they give up reach the floor. So I wonder, ever get to know a name of our tree? Waving like a farmer. I said I wonder if I get to know the reason trees growing the season. I said I wonder if I get to know the name of our tree. Was life experience you? Well, of mankind, if you wake up and see tree of life is given here for you and me. But I know some people now let me go up, 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 and what I know, just see I feel low. And one thing I know, you are not real what you sow. And one thing I know, fire burn evermore. And so I say hello, I'm Mr. Wheeler. I'm Mr. Oak Tree. Well, I am so grateful for the breeze. Summer breeze you give to me. Say hello, hello, Mr. Willow, Mr. Mango Tree. Well, I know I am so grateful for the fruit, the sweet fruit you give to me. Say I'm indigenous people of this land once told a story. Say the squirrel come into the tree over the world and eastern shore. And what? Travel all the way to California before you reach the floor.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, man, what an honor to see you.
Yeah, so clap. Okay, I'm going to start again. It's Late Night Whispers on His Gorgeous Radio, and I'm Sunshine. And today I have
Baba Roski. Salute to the family of humanity. Baba Roski. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, you know, the most important thing about myself for the world to remember, I think, is my purpose is clear. I'm just here to bring love and light to the planet. So that gives me an experience with this life, where my life is a paradise, because I know my purpose. So every day I just live on purpose.
We need to understand that more. Can you break that down a little bit?
Yeah, your purpose.
For people that may not.
Well, your purpose is near and dear to your passion, right? But it may be beyond your passion, because passion can change if it doesn't work out in the time frame where you mentally may feel it should carry out and you should be at your milestone. See, when you live on purpose, your purpose may not be from 10, 20, 25, 30, 45, 50 years, 60, 70 years down the line, right? So you have to be patient from birth to those times, to such time that you grow emotionally in your maturity, to be able to call on the faculties that you've been given by the divine to be in alignment with your assignment. Sometimes it takes us a long time to polish up and refine ourselves.
And that's sometimes what I struggle. I'm out here hustling, trying to start shows, trying to do this, and sometimes I wonder, is this supposed to be what I'm supposed to be doing? Is it something that's going to tap me on the shoulder and say, this is what you're supposed to be doing? How would a normal person understand?
Well, do you love what you do?
Yeah,
Do you do your love?
yes, all the time.
That is the first application of you following your assignment.
Okay.
It's loving what you're doing and doing what you love.
Okay.
Right? Now, when it becomes a divine assignment is when that is for the good of the all. The outcome, the evidence of the outcome is for the good of the all, not just for your good. You say, you hustling, I'm doing this, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying. It should be really we are, because teamwork make the dream work. You see me? And if you don't even know the team I'm talking about I, myself, and what I know is me. You say me, myself, and I.
Yeah, me, myself.
It's called a community of self. The community of self. That should be the team that you first work with and agree to come to work with. And then bring that into all your relations. Honor all your relations based on that. You honor the word you give to yourself. You see me? That community. Don't lie to that community. Be honest with the community of self. Then you can be honest with the community of all. And when you do good for the community of self, you're going to be by birthright doing what is good for the community of all, right? So I don't want to just shine my light so I can look bright. I want to just shine my light so you can see light shining as a reflection of yourself. It's called namaste. The light I see in you is the light I see in me. But if I don't see no light in you, it's not a problem with you, it's a problem with me because I don't see light in me first. But if I see light in me first, I'm going to see light in everything. There's light because I sighted light first, inside. And if light is inside, how could darkness be, out here? When light is inside. You either have darkness inside or light inside. Sister, you have to choose which one you want inside. Which inside you want? Darkness or light?
I want light. I want
All
all
right.
the stuff.
Well, if you want, inside, foresight, right? So foresight for light. Walk light, think light, seek light, speak light, feel light, be light.
All right, okay. I'm so speechless. I don't even know what to say, but I would like for you to talk a little bit about your book. You brought a book.
Oh
here.
yes, the book. The book is a liberty. The book is a liberty. So it's a way of life, and it's a way of life that in this time that we are out in the world, there's a lot of darkness that's covering the earth, that's trying to convolute our minds to thinking that we solve our problems with violence, right? And so we have to all remember that we are light beings on this human experience. So there's an art to live in, right? There's an art to it. There's a science to it. It's not just you're born and you just know how to live. You see me? There's enough people who seem to be well off, well established, firmly rooted, but they are deadly and dangerous to the family of humanity, right? So they don't know the art of living. They have yet to really equate themselves with the balance of this experience. They're overwhelmed with the materialistic and grabby and greedy.
I get that.
And get it, right?
Yeah, I get
When
that.
that is not here, we're not here to that. You'll be here to give. There are certain things you can give and become fully depleted of and be rich and rich. I'll give you a hint. The one thing you can give and never feel depleted of is love.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Yeah. You give love?
I give that all.
All right, so you should never feel depleted of love because you're going to get love in return if you give love, for real, right? Now, if you withhold love, because your things say, your love is, you are the thing, right? And everyone, you have so much adulation, like so many celebrities have this, not celebrities, celebrities have this problem. They get so much adulation that they really believe in the adulation of themselves as if, they are a gift to the family of humanity. When I know some people who they would run from, would have the wisdom and knowledge of something that's everlasting, and that's that love. It's an energy that can never be dissipated. So when a homeless person comes to me and tells me they love me, that feels better than me than someone who may think they look so nice and so pretty or so hot, and coming with them some, skin teeth, and they really don't mean the smile they're giving me. But a homeless person, just showing some kindness,
Right.
and they come out their mouth, I love you for that. I received that. You know us? So to me, it's all about having a liberty that brings you into this space what we call light work. So stay in your light is all about having the mental capacity because mental wellness is so needed right now. So have the mental capacity to restore yourself to balance by oneself. If we think ourselves into a situation that is of our detriment, we should be able to think ourselves out of that situation for enlightenment, our betterment, right? If we thought ourselves into a position where it's for our demise, we should be able to learn from that experience and gain from that experience the lessons necessary to rise and hopefully rise above the violence. So Stay in Your Light is a book that talks about my experience in life, where I've done 21 days of fasting, right? And the 21 days of fasting is not something where, I encourage anyone to do, but I don't discourage you either.
Okay.
But what I would say is that if you ever took that journey where you took 21 days, see, first of all, I don't know if anyone has 21 days of life that they can just set aside and say, I'm going to devote myself to cut off everything, all relations, all connections, and just focus on my walk with God, my walk with my higher self. I live a life like I live a life, it's a paradise, so I have that luxury where I can take a month and say, I'm not speaking to no one, and I'm not going to worry about who's looking for me either, because at that time I'm with the most important one. The greatest love of all is within. It's happening inside of me. So this is a book that documented the daily walk with my inner self, with my higher self, my conversations, my instructions I was given. It was an experience where I was, I was going through my first shadow work doing my first Saturn return. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about when I say Saturn return. That's every 29 years. You're in your earth sign or your zodiac, Saturn comes and makes a visit. Saturn is a planet. It's my ruling planet as a Capricorn, but Saturn makes a planet. It's like a master teacher. So you're gonna learn all your lessons that you need to learn that are, that are important for you to gain so you can ascend, right? Because we're here to ascend, okay? We're not here to descend, we're here to ascend. So shadow work is necessary so you can go forth and remove and purge all the different negative thinking, thought life, patterns of, deception, patterns of delusion, patterns of sabotaging self, right? Discouraging self, doubting self. All these things are giving your identity leadership over to the negative frequency of self. But there's a higher frequency of that same self. There's two sides of every coin. So you just have to give the energy over to the higher attention. Pay attention to the higher energies of self. And when you're fasting, you don't have the attractive distraction of food disturbing your body's temple when it's trying to get downloads from the Most High. See, I have dreadlocks, right? What they would call dreadlocks. They're crowned to me. And so these antennas connect with the universe. And so when I fast, they really and truly are charging, right? And they're getting insight and inspiration. And they also are different, you have air traffic controllers. Mm-hmm. So these locks are like galactical traffic controllers, right? Mm-hmm. Because we are galactical beings. We are light beings, you see me? And we travel by light speed, you see me? Okay. So if you can identify with the light, and your light is a reflection of your divine, and the reflection of the divine is a reflection of the mind of the divine, which in our consciousness is a spiritual spark. You see me? It's a spiritual spark of light. So now, when we talk about there's light at the end of the tunnel, light can represent hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel, light can represent home. There's light at the end of the tunnel, light can represent us being comforted because we now know we're weathered in the storm. We can see the sun shining through the darkness. So that gives us a knowledge of what? A new day. So this light being and this light word and this light language and this love light is activated when you're fasting more than anything at any other time. Because again, you don't have any food that's distracting you from being connected to the Creator. Now, when I fasted, I had fasting crises. That's like headaches. That's like when you have a fasting crisis, you may find hunger overwhelming you. But you have to have mind over the matter. You have to have a mindset that's controlled by your spirit. And your spirit has to hold on to a why. Why are we fasting? That has to be so strong. No matter what the mind says. The body's, the body's weak. You see me? But the spirit is strong. The flesh is weak. So the flesh is going to say, we're hungry. What are you doing? You're starving. We're gonna die. You're gonna hurt yourself. Come on, we need to eat, man. And then after 3 days of that, internal mix up, you finally begin to see that your spirit is taking over now. So your mind will give in and say, all right, body, give attention to the master, because the master's here now. The spirit is our master, right? And then what's above the spirit is our thought life. You see me? Your thought life now comes with an intention. So if your intention to fast is sincere from the start, after 19 days of fasting, I was told all I needed to do was have one sincere hour of intention. And I would have done just as well. Was that funny?
So now, when you're fasting and you're healing and things of that nature, do you drink anything like water?
Yes, I have
No,
distilled water.
but no nutritional food. I'm curious because I'm interested in trying to fast.
Well, you have to take your time, sister. Don't do what I'm saying to you right now. Take your time. Take a day. And see, fasting for me is serious. So my fasting was serious. No food, nothing other than distilled water, right?
Okay.
But I said I had a fasting crisis, so I had fruit juice, which I wanted to have a juice fast initially.
Now I can probably do that more.
Wait a second. So
Okay.
after the third day of that, all that sugar and nothing else, I was getting headaches and lightheaded, and I wasn't eating, so my body was digesting that fruit, the glucose.
Okay.
So I didn't feel good. So I looked and read up, and I didn't go through fasting just by myself. I have master teachers who I was using their books. Queen Afua, okay, she has a book called Heal Thyself. All right, I was using her book. I was using Dr. Tony Browder, the Browder Files. I was using a lot of different books to allow me to assist in this journey. And what I'm saying to you is that after the third day of cleansing, then I went straight, 18 days on distilled water, right? But this is what you don't know, because you haven't tried it yet. After the 7th day of fasting, you have so much energy comes over your body. You feel like you don't have to eat ever again. You have to be careful, because you can go 50, 60 days and be cool if you are in tune, right? Like I did 21 days, and I felt like I could have done however many days divine in alignment for me. But the 21 days was a start out because of, that was a master fast. And I've been fasting before, but I never did a master fast.
Well, I wanted to say 2 things. I wanted to roll back when you said about the homeless person, and I'm just going to bring up something really quick. I remember I celebrated my birthday last year, and I went to Old Abbott, and I gave the guy a few dollars.
When's your birthday?
July 12th.
Awesome.
And I was by myself, and I was feeling bad, and I sat at the bar, I had something to eat, and then here he comes in with roses. I boo-hooed. He gave me so much love, and I really like when you were talking about the homeless. Sometimes I have never understood some of them or what they're going through. I like to sometimes just pick them up and say, I'm going to take you home and try to help you. But I know some of them you can and some of them you can't. But I just wanted to make that small little statement, like, out of everybody that I know, everybody that knows when my birthday is, this man didn't know me from a can of paint. And he took the money that was given to him for wherever he may not or may live and bought me flowers. And I really, really thought that was I'll never forget him. And anytime now that I go down there, I always give him something. Always. If I know I'm going down there, I'll bring something because he's always there.
You deserve it. And July 12th is your birthday, for real?
Mm-hmm. July 12th.
My very first granddaughter was born July 12th this year.
Oh, wow.
Queen
Congratulations.
Happy birthday to you both.
And then the second thing about fasting, I don't know where I'll be able to fast, but I was in the hospital recently, and if anybody knows, I was in a real bad car accident. They feed you 8, 12, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that means from 5 p.m. until 8 o'clock. Now, the first few weeks, I was, oh my God, like, can y'all feed me? But then after a while, I was like, well, this is great. I felt, because I was bedridden, I was going through whatever that was, but it gave me clarity. It gave me things that I could really think and understand. Like when the doctor came in, at first I was like, I don't care what you say, because I was like hungry. But then after like a week or two, I guess that time between 8 and 12, and then that time between 12 and 5, and then that time between 5 and then the next morning. And
You're a master fast already. You just
I already know.
What you call
And
it
I said, I want to get back. I want to get back into doing that because it allowed me to think. Instead of me going crazy to the left, I can sit back a little bit and say, okay, I know you want to cry. Okay, cry inside, but don't cry so people can see you cry. Like especially when they was unwrapping my hand or they was sticking me with a needle, I was able to hold it in. Then once they left, I ain't gonna say what I did, but so I'm going to try to work on going back to that because I really feel that kind of gave me a little more. I don't know the words to use, but it just enlightened me, and it may have been energy, but I really want to work back on that.
Everything is energy, vibration and frequency. And so what I'm saying is that the intermittent fasting is a great thing. It's a great thing to do, sis. Don't ever deny that.
I'm gonna work on that.
What I will suggest to you this is that in all people that are listening to us, you don't have to fast without eating. You can fast. Say if I love to cuss. I just love adversity, right?
Oh Lord.
If that's what I want to fast from,
Okay.
that's the fast.
Okay.
Say I'm over nurturing. I just get run over by everyone. They just take advantage. Say if I want to just stop and just love myself now and put a pause on putting all the energy out.
Put a pause out on everybody else.
Yes, that's a fast.
Okay.
Now say that I want to restore good relations with my first wife or second wife or first girlfriend, with him whatever. But I want to have a healthy relationship because we want to co-parent or we want co-design, whatever, right? It takes a time to have emotional maturity with oneself in terms of holding back the material disappointment of false expectations on other people that have disappointed you. Because you put that expectation on them. They have to live up. You don't, that's your issue. You should let people be who they are to be and accept them as it is.
That's hard.
Well, it's hard when
That's
we don't allow ourselves.
when you talking about, let me cut you off. When you talking about love, if I know me, I give love to everybody. It could be anybody. You need something, I got you. And then I don't get it back, and that makes me feel some kind of way.
Well, that's not love then.
That I gave out or that I'm getting back from them.
In that from your perspective, I'm not talking about anybody else, I'm talking about you now. That's not love from your angle.
But why would you say that if I'm giving my all?
Didn't I just say to you, love is the one thing, one energy you can give and never feel depleted of? So how can you tell me say you're waiting for someone to
Okay, I got it.
And love everywhere.
I
The tree love you, the water love you, the sky love you, the moon love you, the stars love you. All nature still loving you. You're looking for the wrong love for the wrong direction. That's your issue. That's not love issue. Love is there abundantly. And if you just turn slightly to stuff, I'm not saying turn your gaze 360 degrees and wring your neck. I just said turn slightly. And it's your whole new perspective. And love is abundantly waiting for you.
And just do what you know is right, and don't trip off of anybody else.
Because we're sending out into the universe now is that you are loving. So the universe, the cooking system, the universe is going to say, oh, what? So now you're lovable. When you're loving, you're lovable, yeah?
Okay.
You can't be unloving and think that you're lovable. It don't work. So you have to be loving at all times. Even to your frenemies then. Love them more.
I'm going to work on that.
Don't feel no way if they don't give you no love. Don't look for them. Don't put out this. What I'm saying, showing you is that when I came to you 30, 40 minutes ago, out of the blue sky, you came to me out of the heavens, right? I wasn't looking for the love that you're giving me right now, but here's the love now. The love is here. And the love that you have has always been there, right? You're born July 12th, the same day as Queen, my Queen, yeah. So yeah, man, you should pop your car and brush everything off. And that is the divine time. You see me? Even those numbers 712, divine. If you know sacred math from 0 to 9 and what each frequency of number carries with it, you have 712. You have God body, wisdom. You have God body, knowledge of wisdom. Listen to me.
You
Don't
might make my
believe me.
head go big.
Yeah. God body, knowledge of wisdom is your birthright.
God
God body, 7. Knowledge, 1.
Knowledge of wisdom.
2 is wisdom.
Okay.
3 is understanding.
I can always have to have
4
understanding.
is foundation. 5 is polish and refinement. 6 is equality. 7 is God body. 8 is karma, return, infinity. 9 is born. 9 months a baby born. So these numbers you can't play with. 3, 6, 9. You can't play with numbers. And if you don't know your identity leadership, you just walk, you have this freelance life and skylark, and things say you have good or bad luck. When you really actually, you just are not in tune with your divine design, so that you can become the architect and the engineer of your life. The science of human engineering. It becomes clear when you become a light worker.
All right, so tell me a little bit, give me a chapter out of your book that really resonates you, what really makes you go like, oh my God, this chapter right here is it.
It's every day. I mean, it's a day that, it's not a day that goes past in this book that you are. Let me just read a chapter. Can I do that?
Sure.
And see.
What chapter are we going to?
It's
Or what page?
It's page 29. I just opened this up. I don't even know what this chapter is going to talk about, but I just opened it up. We want to share with this chapter. All right.
Okay, no problem.
It's day 4, July 7th, 1999. One day at a time, oh Father. That's all I'm asking of you. Oh Jah, give me the strength to do everything that I have to do. All praise and honor be unto the Most High for his faithfulness. Selah. This day was a very painful experience for me with respect to the ailment in my big toe. The pain feels like needles sticking into the joint. I never ever experienced anything like this in life before, that's for sure. However, I know I'm guided and protected, for I'm on a mission to elevate above this temporary pain and physical discomfort. And I pray to God to remove this and all affliction from my mind, my body, and spirit. So mote it be. Selah. Well, now, I did full joy the land again today, quietly and very slowly in my pace, alone. I found the experience to be excruciating at first, but once I shifted my focus from the pain within my foot and began some breathing exercises, I realized silence is truly golden. Whenever one is silent, there's an opportunity to receive the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of one's spirit soul, one's breath, one's heartbeat, one's thoughts, and one's life's purpose. Suddenly the pain began to subtly subside greatly, and yet made its presence felt anytime I stepped on a rock or uneven surface. And as the walkabout continued, I was once again greeted by Mother Nature. Her splendor was on full display, with the vibrant colors of the fragrant wildflowers and the trees sharing and providing their natural shade in the gentle summer breeze. However, in comparison to the aromatherapy of Mother Nature, with the smell of animals gazing on the farm that were nearby, competing with the strong aroma of tobacco from the farmland cultivated as far as the eyes could see. I walked for some time before I reached the main road, where lo and behold, I witnessed a man who appeared to be Amish, standing on top of what seemed like a 10-story tall stack of condensed tobacco. He had managed to string some thick rope together and to connect them, the size of the rope, to his horses far, far below, and maneuver down the road with no worries, heading for market. Returning to my cabin, I was able to sit and hold a meditation and offer prayers for this beautiful day. Green tea for dinner, some light reading. This shall be my focus until it's time to turn in for the night. Selah. So that is a chapter of a glimpse of
one of the days that were many more to come. And that was again day 4. So we had 17 more days of just enlightenment, empowerment, and giving myself a chance to reconnect with my own spirit soul, because that is who was calling me and requesting an audience with me at that time.
So do you plan on doing any more books, or
Oh,
do you
yeah.
have an idea for another book?
This is going to be an entire light series. The next book that we're working on right now, I'm currently writing, is called Walk in Your Light.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in Your Light is a book that tries to affirm for us the ability when we are stressed or we are challenged to know that we have a light of not only being, but a light of mental wellness, a light of spiritual wellness, a light of physical wellness, that we can continue to maintain our cool, calm, and collected nature, one that reflects the light of our divinity. And if we imagine that being a representative of our divinity leadership, then we'll never want to displease the Creator. We'll never want to dishonor our love, our light. And so in staying in your light, is for me to be reminded that when I'm faced with a challenge, I'm faced with a disagreeable, I may come on the street and someone is not driving, may have road rage, and they have some type of response to me that's not favorable. My challenge is not to respond in kind, but to remember to stay in my light so that I can do and be able to think at all times what is right.
I'm speechless. You're so breathtaking. I don't even know where to go with you. Tell me some more. Tell me some more.
I think, thank you so much, first of all, sister, for the opportunity once again to
no
share
problem.
on this platform. It's an honor. Love and light work is something that we all are here to perform. I know your assignment is uniquely divinely designed for you. My assignment is uniquely divinely designed for me. Sister's assignment is uniquely divinely designed for she, and brothers are same said way. But each of us are here by divine design to spread love and light on the planet. I know that in the way that you are talking about how you walk and share that which of your hard work with others who are misfortunate. How the sister is mindful of wanting to create a platform where she can share thought life that's going to help inspire the massive and the family of humanity. These are courageous steps, because we could choose to be selfish and choose to be out only for your glory, and that be your story, right? But when we are out for living a higher purpose, we know to God be the glory, to the Most High be the glory, to a higher power be the glory. And it's our story now to just maintain a relationship, but that can be something that everyone who contacts us, they can feel that we are coming with not only a present, but a gift.
Because I know you got on me earlier when I was saying about my disability, and I only do that because I don't want people to talk over me. Sometimes people will start saying, I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. So I let you know that I have whatever it is that's wrong with me, so that now when we sit and talk, you will, okay, I don't want to over talk her, but I want to talk in a way that she'll understand. That's the only reason why I do that. But I know I do that a lot. A lot of my friends be like, Janet, stop. But I do it for a reason. It's not to be not downplaying myself, because I know I'm very intelligent. I made it through, like I said, a very awful car accident. And they didn't expect for me to walk. They didn't expect for me to do this, that, and the other. But here I am. And October the 30th, matter of fact, will be 1 full year that I've been home. So I know I'm here for a reason. I kind of wish that it was like somebody would just write it on a piece of paper and say, Janet, this is what you're supposed to be doing now. So that I can be like, oh, okay, so that's what I need to be doing. And sometimes I'm wondering the things that I like. I love doing this radio show. I do this radio show for one reason and one reason only: to promote people, point blank, period. It's nothing for me. I like to talk to people so that I can learn what you got going on, but it's to promote people, and there's not a lot of us out here that do this. And again, I say the disability part so that if somebody else is watching me that has issues, oh, I can do that too. So it's not like what would you say? I'm okay with me. You can see that I have fingers missing. I'm okay now. I'm learning to work myself through this particular new phase of life. But everything else, if you don't like me, I'll tell you, where you can go. But I'm going to work on the different cleanses of the cursing and the letting people know how I feel. The crying earlier is to calm down because I'm just so full of helping people and I never get that back. So you're telling me now
You got it
to
today.
just, yes I did, Lord, yes I did. But you want, so that I can understand now, I need to still be the loving person that I am, but don't worry about what comes back.
Yeah, because love is coming through us. It's not something that we are. Love is a birthright. Love is, you're the essence of love. You're the aroma of love. You see me? And so that's something that is your walk.
But that's so hard. Like I know you ride the bike, and I'm probably one of the people that want to run you off. Because I'm like, what you even in the road for? You don't even pay for tags and title, and we have to. How do you walk past that?
Staying in my life has allowed me to survive being hit twice.
Ooh.
Rolled over, a car rolled over the top of me the last time.
What?
And never got a scratch.
You.
No, I'm not saying that I was the only one who saw this. Hundreds of people on the corner saw this.
What?
And bear with me.
So a car literally.
Run over. If you saw the bike, you would understand what I'm saying. The front of the bike was caved in. So, and I was on the bike. So if you hit the front of the bike like that,
Oh,
it turned
goodness.
upside down. And you must know that you
Yes.
hit me, right?
Mhm.
Hard. But my point here was that when by the grace of the Creator, could that light protect me from such?
Right.
You follow me?
Because
And I
I
didn't
know.
get up with a mindset of, I didn't get up fussing and cussing. I got up and gave God the glory and praised God and gave God the glory and told the ambulance people, no, I'm grateful. Thank you, sir. So sorry to have you guys come out here. Don't worry about me. Took myself home, left the bike there, limped home, and just relax myself. Go fast, start fasting again immediately. But I gave God the glory for being able to survive.
Right.
You see me, as opposed to because so the energy of the enemy want to take us out.
Right.
Once we kill, steal, and destroy our mind, our body, our family, those things, we just cannot give in to those things. We have to realize that we are here on a purpose. We're here for service, and be at all times confident in your purpose of service.
Okay, so when they say God don't give you no more than you can handle, and for me, and again, this is just me trying to understand. I felt that I was given now 2 more million issues that I had already had 2 million issues. Once, like I said, I'm blessed that I'm still here, but I kind of flew through the air a little bit and landed and. Yeah, and I'm just trying to figure out what is my purpose other than
it's inside this book. I try to inspire every reader to listen to their own voice in their own heart.
And how do they do that?
That's the reason you must do it is because there is your divine assignment. When you ask about you wish someone would write it on the wall and write it on paper, well, your assignment is already written on the walls of your heart. It's already consecrated there. You just have to have the courage to go there, to sit still enough and quiet enough, to hear your heart speak to you. It's not going to speak loud. It's going to be very softly and very quietly. But you're going to have to train yourself to sit still and to be quiet and to hold a meditation. If you get distracted, just focus on your inhalation and your exhalation. That's all I'm asking you to focus on. If you just get distracted by the thoughts that come into that space of sacred place where you're trying to go into your heart and sit in the seat of your heart, your thoughts can try to lead you everywhere else other than in that direction. But if you return to your breath, your exhalation and your inhalation, and ask those 2 forces to guide you closer to your heart seat, you will slowly but surely take your rightful place at that throne, and you will begin to see all that is from your birthright by divine design for you to accomplish in life. You just have been saying some people that are going to be, what do you call it, are going to have difficulties or have handicap you are gonna help them now know that if I can do it, they can do it.
Exactly.
There it is. That's one.
Okay.
That's one.
All right, so show us, like, give us a few minutes and show us how to do that.
So breathing now.
The breathing part.
Okay, so remember it's on a count.
Okay.
The very first thing you wanna do when you
And I
do a
gotta
breathing
stuff up
exercise,
nose,
when you
but
do
I'm trying.
breathing exercises, the very first thing you wanna do is exhale, because you wanna put out, the very first thing you wanna do is get out the carbon dioxide.
So we want to blow out.
You wanna, first thing you wanna do is exhale, so when you exhale, you're releasing peace, right? And when you inhale, you're inhaling love, right? So now when you exhale, you wanna exhale to 8 count. So it's gonna be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it and inhale to 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want to send that air all the way down to your back to open up your lungs, because your lungs are really big. We do this chest breathing, where we think breathing is, it's not. It's really from your diaphragm. So you want to sit up and you want to really make certain that you go and exhale first to 8 count. It's just take an exhale.
Oh, I'm supposed to blow out. Oops.
So just take an exhale. Right now, 3, 2, 1, exhale. 8, exhale.
Oh, excellent. Sorry.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for a second. 1. Now inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for a second. And exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for a second. Inhale for a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Hold it. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. Exhale. Now return to your regular breathing, but you should feel, just from that
I can
experience,
feel it. Yeah.
you should feel a calmness coming over you first. And then the next thing you're gonna feel is heat, because you're starting to do breathing work. And so from there now, you realize you're activating what is called spirit.
Mhm.
We're activating spirit now, because breathing is the language of God, right? Spirit is the essence, but breathing is the language of God. Our inhalation, exhalation, that's how we communicate with the Creator, right? So now we have the ability to be a co-creator of our reality. And we have the breath of life given to us from the divine. And if that's in our state of mind, we cannot lose any shine at this time. Let your light shine, sister. Let your love light shine. Let your sight light shine. Let your starlight shine.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to work with you a few more times because I think you're awesome.
Well, I'm just a reflection of yourself. Sister Janice,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
just a
awesome
small
too.
reflection of yourself. Yes. You know, I can't even tell you that you're not awesome, so I will be lying to you. I know you're awesome because we were here together. You know, we were planned, we were appointed, anointed, ordained to do this before we came to the planet.
So you're saying that we met a long time ago or before?
I'm saying that we both were in alignment with our assignment today, and that's why we're here.
Okay.
Because this was already written before we came to the planet. There's nothing, no direction you could have gone today. There's no direction I could have gone today that would have prevented this from happening
Oh,
today.
wow. Okay.
And this is already appointed, anointed, and ordained. We have to just begin to be open up to the experience that our light beings are here to full joy. And I'm having a full joy right now.
All right, so can you tell people where they can find your book?
The book is on Amazon.com. It's a 5-star review book so far. I give thanks to all of the people who have purchased the book on Amazon.com. The audio book is on Amazon. The ebook is on Amazon. And the hard copy is available for your purchase on Amazon. I'm doing a book signing on the 11th of November at the Alice Jazz and Arts Cultural Center here in Washington, D.C. It's gonna be maybe, I'm gonna be doing a book tour, so it's gonna
From
be,
what time?
the 11th is a Friday, so it's gonna be from 7 to 10. There's dinner included. It's gonna be a live jazz artist. Wayne Campbell is featured, saxophonist, as well as Copper Rose is a neo soul jazz group. I will be performing. I will be reading from the book as well as performing, and some other guest artists. It'll be a vegan dinner as well as a soul food dinner, and it's gonna be a gathering of like minds, like beings, having some light conversation. Yeah.
Okay. I wish that you could come to my show. I'm doing something too on the 11th, but mine ends at 7. So I should be able to come. I'm doing a Toys for Tots.
Wow, bless you.
On the same day, but I'm gonna try to
Awesome.
get you to come through mine and I'll come to yours.
But I hope I'm going to be promoting and producing that day, so I have the opportunity. I would love to, because the ministry that I work every day is with children.
Mhm.
I have a program called the Arama Experience, and it's an early childhood elevation program
cool.
for infants to 5 years old.
Okay.
So every day I go to daycare centers and I sing for
Oh,
children
wow.
in Kiswahili and Espanol and English and French.
So can we get one more song from you? You might as well give it to us.
Yeah, and so the thing about music is life, and music gives me a chance to heal myself, right, from experiences. This book is an experience that is spawned from having been divorced from someone who, even today, she's a very good friend of mine, but we were good friends, and so to be able to be married to someone who is a friend,
Mhm,
it's an experience in itself, right? But when ones and ones make a decision that they want to go a certain direction, we have, with emotional immaturity, have to let ones and ones go and decide for themselves what their life should be. It's up to us. If we love someone, we should love them unconditionally, right?
Right.
So that means that no matter how far they may go from, we still have love for them to want to support them and always be a support system for
Exactly.
them, right? So the love that I have for my first wife was the gifted. This book was spawned from that experience of the divorce and separation, but it allowed me to be able to stay in my light to where now, after maybe 25 years of being divorced or what have you, I was still able to be there with her as she had gone through the experience of having breast cancer and being a breast cancer survivor and going through all the stages of that trauma, right? And having to continue to speak life into her and speak life over her and having her speak life over herself and speak life into herself, and to be able to give her the chance to know that I gave myself the gift of forgiveness a long time ago. I forgave myself, forgave her, so I can tell her I love her and want the best for her and will be there, take care of her as long as I have breath to do so, without apology. You see me, without shame, because that's my girl. But at the end of the day, some people have this thing called possessive passion. They feel like they own you or you own them.
Right.
And that's what we get. We get this blockages by where we can no longer honor relations that were once sacred. We now go from sacred to sour, just because someone no longer behaves in a manner that we agree with. Well, if the only thing that's gonna make you happy is people doing what you want them to do, then I'm not your God. I'm only trying to guide you. You see me? So I'm not here to hold you, to own you. I'm only here to love you and show you the love that I really want to receive. And if you can't vibrate with that love on that level, then you're not gonna be in my sacred space. You're still gonna be loving. I'm still gonna love you.
Right.
You're not gonna sit in the sacred space, right? Where you can really full joy.
Well, you're gonna get tired of me because I'm gonna start hitting you on regular. We gonna talk.
So that's a blessing, John. It's a blessing because healing is a
Someone in the comments want to know where could they purchase the book.
You can go to babarasd.com, right? That's my name, BABARASD.com, or you can go to Amazon.com. It's on Amazon. And if you go to Amazon.com, give thanks for this trip in advance, but please leave an honest review. I don't necessarily want you to think that it has to be positive or negative. It can just be an honest review because all of those things matter and all those things are helpful. And I give thanks for all who have given reviews thus far.
And tell everybody where you're going to be on November the 11th. One more time.
Oh, yes. On November 11th, we're going to have the latest launch of the Stay in Your Light memoir. And it's going to be a love and light family affair from 7 to 10 at the Alice Jazz Cultural Arts Center at 2813 12th Street, Northeast Washington, D.C. That's the Brooklyn area, yes?
Okay, because I was gonna ask you where it was.
It's a historic jazz kind of curated museum, right? And it's a row house, and it's a small.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know, I see it.
Center, but it's beautiful. All of the
I've never been
jazz
inside of
greats. Well, it's like a museum. All the jazz greats who came to the city of Washington performed there at one time or another. So you see all of their pictures, Duke Ellington, Fats, everyone, Fats Domino. You see everybody. You Miles Davis. You see all of the different legends. And I'm humbled to be able to have this event there. It's going to be a book signing and a book reading, as well as 2 featured jazz artists are going to be there. Wade Campbell, as well as Copper Rose, and myself, Baba Ross D, will be performing along with Sister D and Brother Twelve Chekra.
Okay, well, we only have probably a little shy of 10 minutes left. Can you give us one more song before we go?
I'll just try to give you this one tune that is
And as you play, I'll close the show.
This one tune is simply for my children. It says, See, I never would walk away, never would walk away from a love that was seen to stay. And unto this heart, what could I say? If I wake up alone on Judgment Day, my child, really love your smile, and you always missing you all the while, my child. Really love your smile, and when you're away, missing you all the while. If I would walk away, if I would walk away, I'm follow, sit to stay. Sit from his majesty unto his heart. What could I say if I wake up alone? Judgment Day, my child, really love your smile, and when you're away, missing you all the while, my child. Really love your smile, and when you're away, Daddy's missing you all the while, my child. Really love your smile, and when you're away, missing you all the while, my child. Missing you all the while. My beautiful child. Thank you so much, sister.
We're gonna do that again. Well, I appreciate you so very, very much. This is Late Night Whispers on It's Gorgeous Radio, and I'm Sunshine. And if you want to ever be on my show, if you have a business, if you're thinking about a business, or you just want to have some business, 202-510-2199. Hit me.
Sunshine, you are, stay in your life. Thank you, my love. Happy birthday.
Thank you.